Hello and welcome to this week's Key Stage 3 lesson, and this week we're going to be building up in preparation for starting to do graphs and different kinds of graphing. So we're going to start with coordinates. So some of you have done coordinates before, some of you have done them in one quadrant, which is all positive numbers. Some of you might have touched on the four quadrants, which is positive and negative numbers. And today's going to be a little bit of a recap, but we're also going to build on that prior knowledge that you've already learnt. And today we're going to be using the Oak National Academy website again, and I'll talk you through how to access everything that you'll need to complete the lesson. So to start with, we're going to look at your lesson objectives. So by the end of this lesson, all of you should be able to plot coordinates in at least one quadrant. So as I said earlier, that's all positive numbers. So for example, one across and one up, that would be in one quadrant. Most of you should be able to plot coordinates in four quadrants. So that involves using minus numbers. So -1 means that you move to the left, and -1 down would be down. So that'd be one to the left and one down. Some of you should be able to calculate line segments. So this is working out different lengths on coordinates and using lines to work out length, which one's shortest, which one's longest, and to work out equidistance, which is an equal distance from everything. We'll move on to this during the Oak National Academy lesson. So the way you access it, I need you to open up Google, and I need you to type into there, please, Oak National Academy. So as you can see, it's at the very top one on mine. Or you can either type in www.thenational.academy and it will take you to the same web page, which is this one. As same as before, can you go down to pupils and click on lessons. Go down to subjects. You guys are Key Stage 3, so can you click on to Key Stage 3 please. Go down to Maths, which is just there on the right hand side. And I want you to go down until you find coordinates. So it's under geometry and it's coordinates. Remember, this is in preparation for you to start to do graphing, so scatter graphs, line graphs, and how we plot these points, and we can use the graphs to interpret different data. So this is just the building steps to get to the next one, which is graphing. So I went to two lessons today. I want you to do lesson 1 first, followed by lesson 2, so coordinates and then the line segments. You click on the lesson, so lesson 1 I've just clicked on. I want you to click on start lesson. Here you'll have a video to play which will talk you through lots of different things, followed by some worksheets for you to try. Once you've finished these lessons, can you move on to the line segment ones? Again, click on start lesson. This time there's a little recap quiz, so it will ask you questions about what you've just learned about coordinates in the X and Y axes. Once you've answered those, can you then move on to the lesson where there'll be some worksheets at the end. So again, I'll show you again, so if I keep clicking back, I'll show you where to go and what to do. So you click on, type in Oak National Academy or the web page www.thenational.academy. Go down to pupils, subjects, Key Stage 3, go down to Maths, down to coordinates, and it's lessons 1 and lessons 2. So if you just want to pause the video and give those a try to do those lessons, then once you've finished those, you come back to the video, we'll go back through the lesson objectives just to make sure you've hit your lesson objectives for this lesson. Just take some time, do lessons 1 and lesson 2 please, then come back to the video. Okay, so hopefully you've done those lessons. So we're now going to go through the lesson objectives. So all of you should be able to plot coordinates in one quadrant. So that means they're all positive numbers, remember. So if you've done that, well done. Most of you should be able to plot them in 4 quadrants. That's using the negative numbers. So if you've gone over to the left or you've gone down, you have hit that lesson objective, so well done. Then finally, the third one was to do with line segments, which was the second lesson. So measuring different lines, equidistance. So well done. Remember, this is just the building blocks. So this is to get you used to plotting those coordinates, so across then up, before we start going on to plotting graphs, line graphs, scatter graphs, in order to interpret data. So those were your lesson objectives. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. I hope you enjoyed these lessons, and when you come back, hopefully we'll be moving on to graphing and putting this knowledge that you've learned on coordinates into different graphing skills, including line graphs and scatter graphs. Hope to see you all soon. Thank you.